What happens when you bottle everything up inside? When your feelings and frustrations aren't released? That's right. You explode. Out of your asshole. A little glup shitto from your ass. Men really will go see the Mandalorian Grogu rather than go to therapy. Welcome to Rough Cuts.
Dogs. They're coming. They're coming your way. They'll be here soon.
Hey, they're the dog people, aren't they?
What is it?
You got a thing in your butt. This lump is due to poor stress management.
When you are pushed, this creature comes out and attacks.
Oh my god, what is that?
This is a part of you.
This is our podcast about good boys and bad movies. I'm your host, Ilyan. This is my wonderful co-host, Boix.
Hello.
We watch bad dog movies and then immediately talk about them afterwards. And this week we went and saw Glup Shitto, the documentary.
It's in theaters, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had Glup Shitto, like, pop-ups at the mall out here with specific Grogu merchandise.
Yeah.
So we all lined up at the theater, like everybody else going to the theater, and we went and saw a different movie, because fuck Mandalorian Grogu.
Yeah, I'm glad that they are finally expanding out, though, into, like, kind of the expanded Kronk universe. So, you know, like, I'm glad they did the Glup Shitto, a Kronk story.
A Kronk story. You know, sometimes when you expand out, you just need to get in there. Like, just
really ram it up there.
Just ram in there and spread it to different, you know, genres.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta, really squat down and, like, dig deep.
Yeah.
Really squeeze.
It's because, you know, I do feel like Disney has been releasing a lot of diarrhea lately, and this is something different, thankfully.
So this is a movie about a man that has an anal demon.
I mean,
no,
it is about a butt demon. It is literally about a butt demon.
Also mostly about therapy.
And family.
It's
not unlike Star Wars. That's the thing.
Not unlike Star Wars.
It's about family, and that's what's so powerful about it.
Or Fast and the Furious. It's all about family.
Oh, I thought that was the butt demon that you were talking about.
No,
like
Paul Walker hasn't been in the series for a while.
I've seen the wax statue of Vin Diesel at the Fast and the Furious ride at Universal Studios, and I'm pretty sure there was also a butt demon in that.
Well, you know, it's got a vaguely Vin Diesel look.
For a movie about a butt demon, which, okay, first of all, we rate movies with dogs in them, and no, we don't. We rate the dog. Fuck you.
Correct.
Shut the hell up about rating the movie, you asshole. You buffoon. You moron.
You obviously have never listened to an episode of this.
This is an auteur podcast for intellectuals.
All about the dogs, the only thing that matters. So
and
let's talk about the wrinkles on this dog.
By the end of this, this will be about a dog. Trust me.
Absolutely. Yes.
Trust me. But it will also be about a butt demon, and it will also be about therapy.
It's a therapy dog movie, if you think about it.
You know, I don't think... Can you take your butt demon to, like, restaurants? Does it have to wear the little vest? That it's like...
I feel like
I'm a working butt demon? You can't... pet me?
Saying don't pet the butt demon and having a vest on him might have solved some of the issues.
That would have solved
actually
so many problems,
it
right?
Really would have. And I think that we're onto something. I'm not sure what, but we're onto something.
And that something is Bad Milo.
Well, that's Bad Milo.
Bad Milo.
Starring Duplass brothers.
Yeah, Duplass. It's starring Britta from Community.
Yeah. Jillian
Flute
Jacob.
Cop from Axe Cop, which is Ken Marino, who looks a lot like Ray Romano.
Yeah.
Kronk, of course, as Kronk.
Kronk is Kronk, yeah.
And also Peter Stormare.
Peter Stormare. I love this man. I love
Mr. Fargo himself.
Mr. Fargo. He's here. He's wood chippering feelings this time.
Feelings and trauma.
Trauma. Don't eat Peter Stormare. He's the best part of the movie.
You know what? He never actually does attack that butt demon.
No.
He fends it off.
Yeah.
It's more metaphorical and demons of the mind and the ass.
He's a therapist. There's more ways to fight than just with your fists, boys.
That's true. You gotta be like water.
Sometimes a battle is fought in the anus.
There's sometimes I go out and eat and I have the same problems.
I feel like everybody can connect to this a little bit at some point.
The butt demon's a little glupshido.
Yeah.
It's a little Grogu.
There's a little rubber puppet, and we love him.
It has big, black, like, marble eyes, just like Grogu.
Yes. It actually, the eyes are extremely Grogu, actually. You're not... Fuck, I didn't realize...
So we were talking about it, we're
really
like, wait...
Grogu.
Does Grogu also crawl into the Mandalorian's ass? Did Disney steal the idea? Because that would make so much more sense. I haven't seen The Mandalorian or Grogu, or The Mandalorian and Grogu.
I know that they talk about how much they didn't do as much CGI in that as you'd think, and they put a lot of stop motion back into it. And I'm glad that they went practical with the ass demon.
Is that why they couldn't show Pedro Pascal's face in the movie?
Yeah. It's all stuntmen. I mean, you're not
stuntmen.
If you're going to go, you got to go practical on the anal demon, and I don't think that Pedro Pascal's gonna.
I thought he was a professional, though, right?
I mean,
he would have done it for Fantastic Four.
But
he would have done it for Fantastic Four, but not Star Wars.
Grogu. I respect that, honestly.
Yeah,
you got to have some lines as an actor.
So anyway, what is this movie about?
It's about stress and therapy, and also how that manifests inside of your body as a literal ass demon that kills people.
Well, it has to kill people. Yeah, this is in a long line of throwback films that are to like movies like Basket Case is one thing we were talking about. Or even like the rubber puppet movies, dealing with, you could even go into like Munchies if you wanted, and like the knockoff rubber puppet movies that are Gremlins knockoffs. But it also follows horror movies that are more about like actual, I would say, more serious topics, like Teeth, which is the killer vagina movie.
Or like, your It Follows or whatever. Like a lot of horror movies are about traumas and stuff more than they are the actual monster. So like that's kind of well-worn ground. I think that this one does an interesting job of it, though.
Once it gets going.
Yes.
That's the problem.
That is the problem. We start out in media res, where he's like running and screaming into a house with no background as to what's going on, and then he shoves the door shut and is like trying to hold something back, and the door explodes, and then it goes like 123 hours earlier, which is a very different movie than the James Franco one.
Yes.
Although that does also have an ass demon, I'm aware. It's James Franco.
It's James Franco. You're right.
It's James Franco. But the we talked.
I don't
about
think that one's a trauma demon, though. That one's just.
That's just no. James Franco might be a trauma demon, but we talked about that afterwards, where we were like, that beginning was very kind of out of nowhere, and it felt weird for a long time to me, at least. But then later on, you kind of nailed it, where you're like, that feels like they were trying to fix a problem in editing.
Yeah, it'd be like if Shaun of the Dead started with him running out of the Winchester or something and yelling and a whole crowd of zombies behind him. It speaks to me that they weren't confident with their storytelling. Yeah. So they had to throw in something as a hook to be like, please don't shut this off. I promise it gets better.
And I honestly, for their lack of confidence in their storytelling for the first 36 minutes, I agree.
Yeah, I know, it was bad.
They shouldn't have been confident in their storytelling.
The first 30 minutes of this, I would say, has a Ghostbusters 2016, I think, problem, where they allowed them to do too much improv. And then in editing, they chose all the worst takes.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know that I'd agree with their editing on that. They tried to go very dry and deadpan with it for a very, very goofy premise. And it works to an extent, but I think that they needed some of the goofier characters to show up a little earlier, or have like another character that was willing to play into it a bit more. Because like Peter Stormare shows up very, very briefly at about 15 minutes in. I have a note in there as to us talking about him because he's a therapist.
I'm sorry. What's happening?
Witch doctor. Witch doctor. Shut up.
Don't listen to him.
Huh?
Things he knows everything about everybody. Can't stand him sometimes. It's like, oh. All right then. Let's get started.
Okay, maybe you don't get therapy from this guy though.
What's wrong with this guy?
I want you to come over here. Lay down. Relax.
Well, he's Peter Stormare for one, so.
He ends up being a major character by
Yes.
the end of it. Yeah.
But it needed to have him in earlier, or someone that could have taken his place. Or like your Stephen Root also kind of does that a little bit later on. Like there's some, and then it gets goofier and they're allowed to play with it more, like the main actors, and they get a lot better. But it feels like they were just trying to they were trying to be grounded with the beginning or something, but they didn't. There's some, I don't know exactly what's wrong with it. There's a zone there between like the dryness and goofiness that doesn't quite hit the notes that I wanted. Because I'm okay with dry humor, and I'm okay with goofy humor, and I'm okay with a blend, and I think they get that later. But early on, there's some like chemistry in there that's just not. There's a secret. I think spice they needed missing.
More Patrick Warburton, and they needed him to be
that
more
too,
off the like script in a way that, like, I think he was
more of him or
ad-libbing,
more Stormare. Yeah.
But I think he does better in a well-written script where he can just add his flair to some comedy.
That could easily be
maybe he's not as good at improv. Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah.
Because they improv so many of the scenes early.
Yeah, it definitely seems like that. And I think you're right. Maybe it's that because Patrick Warburton is kind of the early part of the movie's Peter Stormare, right? Like he's kind of that more goofy character to bounce things
He
off
goes
of.
all in.
Yeah. Like, I think that maybe you're right that because Patrick Warburton's not on the level of Stormare in this.
No.
I like Patrick Warburton, okay, but like, man, Stormare he lifts this movie like fucking Atlas 30 minutes in.
I also think it's kind of weird casting to make Patrick Warburton the like main antagonist. He's like the biggest of the antagonists of the film.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely. Absolutely.
But he doesn't ham it up enough to really warrant his inclusion as that character or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something's weird about it.
I think you're right. I think that Patrick Warburton feels a lot more subdued, maybe even more than normal. And I don't know if that's a directing thing. I don't know if that's a Patrick Warburton thing this time around. I don't know if it's like
you're in a movie about a butt demon.
Writing thing.
Like
Yeah. And he's the like very comically evil boss is what he is.
Yeah. So our main character, Duncan, I think is his name.
Yes, that is, yeah. Duncan.
Ken Ray Romano Marino.
Yes. As he's known by his, stage name.
He works in an office as an accountant, but he gets thrown into an HR position suddenly out of nowhere. Yes. Into an office space situation where he has to go into a literal office space room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is the bathroom for his office that he has to share. And he's like, by the way, as HR, you have to lay everybody off because we don't have any money. Sorry. You have to do it.
This part of the movie I'd describe as business also, by the way, because later on, like it becomes like an embezzling scheme. And
it does.
honestly, none of it makes any fucking sense at all. Like, it's all just like, they just go, so projections, that account was cleared out. Like, what account? What do you mean? And then the main character acts like his own savings are in the company, and
but it was somebody else's account. So I'm
but
like,
originally
what?
it was somebody else's account. It's fucking weird. It's really, really the business side of things. Like, it feels like the writers were like, "What do we write here? Well, business. Just do business. It's business stuff. Don't worry about it."
It could have been improv, and maybe that's why it is all disjointed and doesn't make sense.
Maybe they could have leaned into that a little bit more, honestly, and just had it just be like total jargon. But
what I like is this is a 2013 movie, so you know it's good old fashioned incompetence.
Yeah,
there's no AI slop here with this sloppy writing. It's just good old fashioned incompetence.
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
If the writing's bad, it's a human bad, and I appreciate that.
So anyway, that's happening. At the same time, his mom is dating a younger guy, who's trying to get him to not call him, to not say like daddy, or trying to get him to call him a patriarch and like, I'm your dad, we're dad stuff. Isn't this funny?
Don't say daddy, because that's
weird
for somebody else.
Because me and your mom fuck, and we do a lot of freaky shit all the time. Because I have a penis and she has a vagina. Do you get it? Because that's the joke. Because we have sex with our penis and her vagina, and
yeah, that's part of man, these jokes here are just bad.
They're bad.
Like,
it's low level
so
improv. Yeah,
it's all just, oh, isn't it funny that I'm banging your mom? And it's kind of like,
oh, and we invited the erectile dysfunction doctor since you're having trouble having kids with your wife who wants a kid. And she's going to talk about how bad your penis is. Isn't this funny? It's so cringe. But it ends up getting so cringe that I'm like, okay, it's not the situation that's cringe. It's like, this scene is cringe.
Yeah.
It's just annoying and cringe.
We talked about that because normally I'm the kind of person that when I watch like cringe comedy kind of stuff, like I'm one of those very empathetic people where like I can watch a horror movie and just sit there and be like, yeah, whatever. Like, for whatever horror movie you want to send at me, it doesn't matter. I'm generally not gonna get super stressed about it. It's pretty hard to rattle me there. But you show me something where someone like has to do a unprepared speech and fumble through it in a crowd, and I have to watch it through my fingers.
Yeah.
Like, I can't stand people embarrassing themselves, and that's what this is trying to do. And I was totally fine. Like, 100%. Yeah. And normally I have major problems with that, but like this just it became so far out the other side that it was just obnoxious. And it was, like you nailed it when you said that. So it's unfortunate.
Yeah, I get that. I think, God, I don't know, something about it. Anyways, so eventually all this stress gets to him.
Yes.
And his IBS kicks in. After he had a prostate exam dream that he was stressing about, where the prostate exam doctor got his face eaten by the monster in his asshole.
In his asshole, yes.
Yeah. Which, is a metaphor for, like, male medical problems as you get older, if you think about it.
What are you talking about?
It's a metaphor.
I had a monster up my ass. This is the furthest thing from a metaphor.
And really, you should go get that exam and get that looked at, because there might be a polyp in there, and that could be bad. And
that's true.
And it might eat your doctor's face.
It might eat your doctor's face, but ultimately, sometimes we have to do things that are hard.
Yeah, and sometimes it's cancer. That's important. Go get your butt checked.
Go get your butt checked.
I guess that's what the movie's about.
It is. It's also about him, like, he's constantly throughout this, like, he meets Peter Stormare in this also.
He does, he does.
Briefly. And it's, Peter Stormare is a very weird, hippy-dippy therapist, and also one of the best actors of our generation. Fucking hell, Peter Stormare, I love him. I love him so much. But he should have got some sort of award for this movie. He should have. And then, our main character goes there, like, he finally gets convinced that he has to go to therapy. Goes there for a little while, is like, no, I'm not doing this, and leaves. And then he's now decided, like, he passes out, passing out this demon, and it goes to his work, and kills his QB. His
who we found annoying,
who we found
and stressful, because he called him. He's like, "Hey, something's up with the account. Somebody's doing something. You should come into the office tonight on your night off and check it out, or something."
Yeah, and
so his little Grogu eats him.
Yes. Well, he's passed out on the bathroom floor because he shit out this demon, and we have a long extended shitting scene of Jillian Jacobs
jokes.
Listening to him through the wall. Yeah, it's. I don't.
But
think
the important thing is,
gets me there.
The important thing is it introduces a second movie.
Yes,
because the town, the local city, whatever, animal control thinks that a rabid raccoon got into the office and killed him.
And I would like to make the sequel to Bad Milo, which we'll pitch. Do we want to pitch it now, or should we pitch it later?
We could pitch it now. So this keeps happening in the movie. People get killed, and they blame it on a raccoon. And in the background, on like the news, they're like, rabid raccoons are going around everywhere, killing people. Animal control can't find them, and it's on the radio. He's like fucking with the radio. It's such a good joke. But there needed to be killing that wasn't our butt demon killing, and it was actually a raccoon, because that would be even funnier.
It would have
you
been
have to
way
take
better.
the joke, like when you write a joke and it's funnier, like that's great. But you can go deeper into that butthole of jokes.
You can just keep digging into that,
and you can find an even better joke.
It'll fit. You can just spread it a little further.
So what if there was a rabid raccoon in the Butt Demon movie?
What if there really was a rabid killer raccoon in the Butt Demon movie, and they were blaming the Butt Demon?
Because then you get to involve animal control looking for this raccoon and finding the demon, and then the raccoon's there, and then suddenly the Butt Demon and the raccoon are fighting,
and that's our finale.
And the raccoon has a knife, and you're like, hell yes.
Yes, and this is why you have to make friends with your butt demon and like get in control of yourself, like your inner.
It's about
id.
It's about controlling.
It's about that therapy and that stress and stuff again, and you've got to use it to kill that serial killer raccoon and stop his bloodbath.
Yeah, the literal glupshittoest of glupshitto stories.
That would. I really wish we could have had that as a second one.
And also, I guess he has daddy issues, we find out in therapy.
Yes, yeah, he kind of, like, mentions something about his father right away. And
yeah, but our therapist takes out his big giant tome of therapy. And inside there are ancient stories about the myth of the anus.
Yes.
And how all of your inner demons, like, coalesce inside your body and then come out of your ass.
Yes. Yeah, if you bottle it up physical too long, this is what they tell you, don't bottle it up.
It's like a physical manifestation of your dark side.
And this is where it gets good, because this is a great premise. At this moment, I have a note, because I had been frustrated with this movie to this point, and he shits out this demon in front of his therapist, in front of Peter Stormare, who is now just chewing he's not even really chewing scenery. He's just like...
He's more eating ass, yeah.
He becomes this...
Sorry.
Fuck! He really becomes he really becomes this therapist, though. He really gets inside of him. Like,
he does. Yeah. He does.
But he nails the vibe they're going for with this in a way, and it just really makes this so funny. We thought, we're like, oh man, this is gonna be great. We're gonna get a therapy session with him and Glupshitto. Like, you said that right away. They're like, oh man, we need couples.
You two work this out.
Yeah, we're gonna get couples therapy with all of them. And we were workshopping that and going like, oh my god, I hope it goes that funny.
Now you two are gonna resolve your fucking problems. Yes. Let's talk this over.
Couples therapy time. Right. Okay, that's...
Wait, is that where this is going?
I think so.
Okay.
That's actually awesome.
That makes sense, yeah. I'm into that.
Oh no, they're not gonna do that? Come on.
No.
It just went out the window.
They did defenestrate the doll, though.
That's true. I've never had a doll defenestration be so disappointing. Because
you
it
wanted couples therapy.
I wanted the couples therapy. But then they came back around on it, and he threw the doll out the window, and then he immediately turns and goes, "Okay, listen, I just threw your doll demon out the window, your butt doll demon out the window. But now we need to talk about why I did that." And just like
when the butt demon comes back, okay, you two need to make amends. And it was like, you need to make friends with your ass demon.
Yes, okay, good. We're getting both.
And when he comes
and
back,
that does
you need
become
to,
the movie.
You need to let him back in. You need to let him back in.
You gotta open yourself.
You have to learn to control your ass demon. You have to. It's about stress. You have to have control. Like, oh my god, just relax. Just. So, of course, the butt demon comes back to the therapist's office.
I'm just really happy that we got Peter Stormare to say anus vagina.
I wonder how many... He did say your anus is like a vagina and birthed a butt demon. And I'm like, that had to be multiple takes. Because they were improvising his lines, too, as we saw in the credits.
Yeah, they were doing
for those scenes. So there's no way he did that in one take and they didn't fucking bust out loud. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, it would have been, yeah. There's a lot
but
of
it was so good, they're like,
just
do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, okay, so they have a talk.
Yes.
They have a talk. Our main character, Duncan, and Milo, who they name the demon, Milo, who's definitely a dog. Let's get to the root of the story.
Okay, yeah, this is an important thing to note.
It took us a long time to get here. There is a dog.
Are you hungry?
Oh,
I don't have any.
Go to McDonald's?
But I have something at the office. I
Get a chicken nugget?
a lot of food at the office, so why don't you crawl back inside me? Crawl back inside. Good boy. Good Milo.
Yeah, this is a dog movie.
Yep.
Yeah, it counts. There you go.
Yeah, it counts. Good boy.
There you go.
But we have a dog. We know it's a dog because he doesn't want it. He has a single mom and daddy issues.
And there's a new dad in his life that he's confused about. When he goes to school, he has problems with the other kids.
Right?
Work.
Exactly. Our main character is constantly trying to control this out of control dog. And like it's causing all the problems in his life. It's a dog. We're past it.
They have the scene where they try to feed the dog and the dog wants the human food.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, he's giving it cat food and it doesn't want that. He's got to give it real food.
He has to do like, all right, Milo, come back, Milo. Right into my asshole. Come back, Milo.
Come on, buddy. You got to go to your home.
They have that scene, too.
They have that scene, yes. That is... Yep.
It's a dog movie.
It's a dog movie. I love that...
The dog gets pets.
Yes, the dog does. It gets... as we saw from the poster and the reason that we watched this...
Yeah.
It has... The poster is... Our main character, Ken Marino, Duncan, sexily or maybe
lounging,
just like comfortingly, like holding this weird wrinkly rubber puppet, like kind of spooning him gently, which is a great poster. I'm glad though, like from my note on the doll defenestration was disappointing. To the end of that therapy session is over 10 minutes, which is actually fantastic.
True.
Like I do think that was really good because like that's when the movie just turns. Like in those 10 minutes, this movie went from like, man,
it does a full 180.
I'm not getting this. Like I can see what they're trying to do, but they're just not getting it right. To all of a sudden, Peter Stormare just like fucking lifts this whole movie out of the
back
mud.
Must hurt. It must hurt, yeah.
Just heaves it out. The best part is, though, I do think that after he does this, everybody else hits their roles better. Like, everything else comes together, too. Like, I actually like Ken Marino after that. Like, I wasn't liking his acting in the beginning, but all of it gets better. Which is
like Britta gets better when she's given more direction later on to do things.
I was going to talk about that too, but I did want to say my last note for the therapy was him saying like, oh, like, you know, they end it and Ken Marino's like, well, that was humiliating. And Peter Stormare goes, and beautiful. And he goes, also beautiful. And I'm like, it's just like real therapy. And then like they actually kind of nail it, like, which is great. Like that is the joke. The joke is that like, yeah, no, that is just like real therapy. Like this is humiliating and beautiful watching this thing crawl back in his ass. Like it's very open and honest, and it's kind of an amazing metaphor for therapy.
If you're letting your therapist watch you let your butt demon directly back into your asshole, you've bared it all.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Peter Stormare leaves him with like a bunch of advice at the end of like, okay, well, you'll see me again in a week, and like, no alcohol, no mind-altering drugs. Like, make sure that you have like good food to keep your stomach from being too upset. No lactose.
No lactose because he has IBS,
which is it's a pretty good little joke because like what an incredible little metaphor. For the Gillian Jacobs thing that I wanted to say. You said, like, you really like her as an actress, and I tend to agree. I think that her and the mom also... This movie doesn't handle its women well. It doesn't really give them much to do.
No, I think she's a really good comedy actress, but her role is the serious melodrama character, I think is the issue I have.
That's a part of it, but I also think that, like, they needed to give her more depth or more reason to be with this totally unlikable asshole. So, no pun intended. With Duncan, because he's
because the ass demon. No, I got it. Yeah,
they don't really have anything redeeming about him at this point.
We don't know the history, I think.
Yeah, like we needed to go on a little bit more of that because man, she is an angel to put up with his shit at this point. Again, no pun intended. No pun intended.
Because of his IBS and shit demon, yeah.
Because, like, he shows up and, like, things escalate there afterwards. Like, he's told to just relax. And I had a problem with that where it's just like, I just need you to relax just for this week. And it's like, no, but you need actual ways to let this out. Like, you can't just go back to bottling it up.
Because if you're going back to relaxing, you're just bottling up again, yeah. And then
which is the problem.
Everybody knows... your ass demon will just get out again and kill people and then get blamed on a raccoon.
Exactly. So it
nobody
starts
wants
really rampaging because his boss now escalates it to, okay, not only I'm going to have you do layoffs, but the reason why that account was cleared out is because of some embezzling scheme that makes absolutely no sense. And and
now I want you to steal from the pension, retirement fund for all the employees to refill it.
And you're already implicated, so I'm gonna, keep making you do this. And then federal agents are showing up at his work, and his cubicle mate is dead, and on and on and on. Like, and then he eventually it escalates to the point of he kills his boss.
Yes,
with his ass demon. He confronts him in an elevator. And is like, wait, but I think this is all illegal. And he's like, yeah, idiot. And then he's like, okay, well, I'm going to murder you with my Milo ass demon. And he goes back to Britta, and she's pregnant. So she's having this whole thing happen. And he has a total blowout.
He has a huge problem with being a father because his father left.
Yes.
That he's a kid from a single parent at this point. And he doesn't have a good relation with his father, so he's not really ready for kids. And she just kind of sprung this on him, and he's like, "Well, what happened? I thought you were on the pill. I thought we were doing contraceptive. Like, what's happening? This whole thing, plus the murder, the butt demon, the therapy,
there's a rabid raccoon killing people around town.
There's a raccoon killing people around town, unrelated to all of this.
Unrelated, totally." It would be that would have been so much better. I mean, I like what this movie does ultimately, but man.
So he ends up essentially panicking and backing out and be like, no, it's good. I have control. I don't have to deal with any of this shit. I can just run away and deal with my problems later. And maybe I don't need this, and I don't need you, and I don't need this house, and I can just fucking leave. I'll get a boat. Bye.
I don't need anything at all. And he just goes into full-on depression mode.
Yeah.
And we learn that is exactly like his dad. Because he eventually goes and meets his dad, too.
Who did the same thing.
Who did exactly the same thing and left him as a kid. So now we get all that backstory. And his dad is just this burnout stoner, Stephen Root, living out in the woods. And
Bill from King of the Hill.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, as he's well known.
Yes. But, okay, so he eventually talks his dad into going to therapy with him. They're going to hash out their father-son issues.
And, like, I love that this movie actually kind of nails the therapy.
Yeah.
Because at first when he just said, oh, just relax, I'm like, oh, well, like, that's not good therapy. Like, you can't just go back to relaxing. But that's the thing, is it was like, well, I just need you to relax for this week. We need to deal with this more later. And then that makes more sense, because then they come back to it, and Peter Stormare is like, no, like, okay, you can't just keep bottling it up, though. We actually need to, like, accept the butt demon. You got to do some sock puppets.
Sock puppets about your daddy issues.
Yes.
Yeah. This is, of course, all supposed to be taken literally.
Obviously.
None of this is metaphor. There's butt demons inside all of us.
In all of us,
yeah. Yeah.
That's why you got to go to therapy, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you think good psychiatrists need a medical degree? They got to figure out, a lot of anatomy that goes into therapy. And butt demons.
Feels to me like they need some way to handle raccoons more than butt demons. I don't. Anyways, so during therapy, his dad basically says, "Look, I was never going to be a good dad. This was never going to work out. I'm sorry. I ran away for a good reason. I'm just chilling." And they get into a fight about it, and then Duncan's butt demon Milo comes out of his ass.
Yeah.
And is about to kill his dad for their daddy issues. But then his dad's butt demon, Ralph, comes out of his ass.
Dun, dun, dun.
And we get a butt demon duel.
Yes.
And it's like two little Yoda puppets jumping around.
It rules. This part's great. I love all the rubber monsters fighting. Hell yes. It's super good.
This reminds me of Puppet Master a bit. Actually, just those type of goofy fucking things, just weird puppets jumping around, stabbing things, or in like the first Child's Play.
I was just gonna say a Child's Play of the Chucky. Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah,
say.
Very much feels like a callback to that. Eventually, though, as they're fighting each other and trying to stop their fight, Milo gets a knife.
Yeah, it sure does. Yeah, this dog gets a knife,
and they're like, "Milo, what do you have?"
Oh,
a
shit.
Knife? No.
And there's an amazing thing here where his butt demon then kills his dad's butt demon, essentially, and just starts, like, stabbing it over and over.
Yeah.
And Duncan runs over to his dad and cradles
Not
his
to
dad.
stop the demon.
No, because, like, these are intricately tied to them, right? Like, they are their id.
It's their id. It's their dark, like, side of them. It's part
their
of
inner
their
thoughts. Yes.
Yeah.
Part of their psyche.
So killing that would be bad.
Yeah, he says that
destroy your
it'll
brain.
lobotomize you, basically, is what Peter Stormare is like. He's like, it's like giving yourself a lobotomy. Like, you have to accept all parts of yourself.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mob Psycho.
True. That's true.
Mob Psycho had a butt demon in it. How much better?
Well, that or you need a father figure who's also a charlatan to solve all the problems later, because he doesn't realize that psychics are actually real and just doesn't give a shit.
Or that they're like a therapist who doesn't actually know any therapy, and like a weird parrot and stuff, and they
the parrot
attack your butt demons with spears and have a big book of.
They're very, this movie is very much like Mob Psycho. The more I think about it,
Peter Stormare is Regan Arataka.
Yeah,
but it's very funny because he runs over and he's cradling Stephen Root as he's like, oh no, like Milo, bad Milo. And the Milo puppet's just stabbing the other one over and over, and it's kind of like, you could go stop that instead. Maybe that would be the thing to stop.
Also, the therapist watching this all like, no, this is good.
This
Work
is
it
good.
out.
This is a breakthrough.
Work it out.
This is a safe place. You're allowed to stab your partner.
Anyways,
it's a really good moment. It's amazing. It's actually very, very good.
Eventually, Milo escapes because he's next going to solve Duncan's other problem, which is Britta and the child.
What it is as he's cradling his dad, he's like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm just not ready for all this. Like, I wasn't ready for. God, I can't even remember her name.
Her, like, the character's name?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah.
I just called her Britta the whole movie.
It's funny, I remember the name that the dad accidentally said where he's like, well, who's your wife's name? It's like, what's my wife's name? And he goes, Grace. And he goes, that's not her name. Yeah. And so, like, that's the one that I remember.
That's the name. That's also the name I remember, yeah.
This is the problem, is that, again, like, I don't think they fleshed out the women characters well at all. But
Mom is just called Mom.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So, he mentions, like, oh, I wasn't ready for her to be pregnant. And Milo's like, what? She's pregnant? And, like, I'm going to solve that problem. So, like, runs out the window kind of thing. And it's like, oh, shit. Like, he's going to go after her. And he's like, Peter Stormare's like, I'll look after your dad. Like, go and stop Milo. So he's got to run and...
Yeah. And then we get back to the beginning of the movie.
Yeah. And
eventually.
This is another spot where, like, I was like, she is too much of an angel. What the fuck is her motivation? Like, for her character, it doesn't really make sense because his mom hired an erectile dysfunction doctor to surprise them at a dinner and, like, treat them both like shit while she's sitting there talking about fucking her young boy toy.
Yes.
And so and we had, like, this guy who got her pregnant run out on her and end up being in, like, Depressionville without a job in, like, a garage somewhere ordering pizza and not showering. Right. And her
just
response,
depressed, sitting on the couch eating ice cream, basically.
Yeah. And her response to all of this is, you know what I should do? I should spend time with his mom and not, like, divorce him or move on or do anything else with my life.
True.
She goes to, like, a dinner party with her mom, which, like, why would you go to his mom? She's a monster. And why would you want anything to do with any of this family at this point? It just kind of doesn't make sense to me. Like, that she's still willing to just move past everything with nothing really to hold her. But whatever reason, she's there. She is an absolute angel. She has infinite patience.
She really does. I wish she had... I wish Julian had more time to flesh that character out, and also more comedic lines for her, instead of... She ends up basically just becoming sort of a victim, I guess, by the end of it, because of, Milo attacking her. But the movie's just as much about her as it is him, in a way. It's about all of his issues, but they're a couple working through these issues together.
Yes.
Right? So...
Yeah, that's why like I said, I was just disappointed in how it handled the women, because, like, I really feel like her side of things was an important aspect of this that just really gets neglected. And Gillian Jacobs, like, she's such a good actress. We like her in a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. She could handle a lot more with the role, and they don't give her anything to do with it. And I'm just a little sad about that, because I think she could really pull her weight in some really good comedic stuff, and they don't. She really
could. Yeah. The only thing they did, they let her throw some sex toys, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. But okay, so she runs into the basement to hide after Duncan gets home and is trying to bar the door from Milo. Milo breaks through, of course. But the dungeon... Sorry, the basement. I get it.
They doing freaky sex stuff.
It's an S&M sex dungeon down there for his mom.
This part's really flat for me.
There's no joke. There's no fucking joke here. Like, they can
sex
have...
is funny, I guess.
They can have sex however they want. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't care that they have a sex swing.
If it's consensual, they both enjoy it, and it's at their own home, they're not bothering everybody. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, it's it's one of those things where it's kind of trying to...
And then Plus, they'll put the house up
Isn't
later
this
on Zillow when they
weird?
sell it, and then they can leave the room, and a bunch of nerds on the internet be like, "Yo, look at this sex dungeon."
Yo, look, they advertise their sex dungeon. Hell yeah. Get
Which
it,
I think is
Grandma.
very funny. But okay, so Milo can't find her, and then Duncan's like, "Look, she's gone." Oh yeah, what about her purse, asshole? She was here. Come on.
Well, that was a good moment, yes, of Milo being like, and like holds up her purse, like, I know.
No. I forget shit too. All right, it's fine.
And then in the middle of this, Jillian Jacobs is like from the basement, "Hey, is it okay for me to come out yet?" And it's like, fuck.
So Milo
convinced
Milo, who is so good at climbing in buttholes, climbs into the butthole of the sink.
Yes. The butthole of the house, as it's known.
Through the drain, and then comes out a drain into the sex dungeon that has a sink.
Yes.
Because I guess it just has all the washroom stuff still hooked up.
And it geysers a bunch of water out, and then this like rubber puppet gets thrown across the room in a very goofy way.
I love when people just throw puppets.
Yes. Yeah.
It's always funny.
When it's meant to be like, especially when it's something like where they're doing like an acrobatic thing supposedly, but instead it's just like somebody obviously off screen just chucking a puppet. Yeah. That's like my favorite thing where it's like, oh man, they're doing something. Look at how fast they're moving out of this thing. And then it's just like hurling across the screen because somebody just chucks it.
Yeah. But okay, so it pops out of the butthole of the sink. Mm-hmm. And then it attacks Britta, who picks up a Yowie paddle.
Uh-huh.
And then Yowie's all over that Milo. But Milo was ready.
He's into that. He's been around.
After being knocked onto the wall, turns around and does an anime jump off of it like a fucking ninja back at Britta to attack her. So while this is happening, Duncan grabs an axe and then axes the door down, which was locked, to get to her and saves her. But then Milo runs out, so he has to go after him.
Yes.
And he goes out to where the party's going on, the Tiki Torch white people party, of course.
Yeah, they all grab tiki torches and start like surrounding Milo and going like, "Oh my god, it's the raccoon thing."
And Duncan's like, "I've had enough." And he takes the axe and just starts like removing limbs of this puppet one by one.
Which is also injuring himself. And he's like, "No, like I want to be a father. It's okay." And chopping limbs off of this little thing.
Stop hurting my wife, my child, my bathroom. But anyway, so after he does that, then Milo calms down. Our Glupshido goes back to being very cute.
Yeah, this doesn't quite work for me as the metaphor.
I don't really get it.
It kind of falls apart.
At some point, he's like, "Oh man, I really fucked you up. Oh shit. No, it's okay. It's okay. I do want to be a father. Okay. We'll be a father now."
Yeah, and it basically becomes. And there's somebody in the background of the party that's like, "Wait, is that his son?" Like, which is actually a funny little line.
And then the mom comes up like, "Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I should have told you your dad had a butt demon. I didn't think it would go to you too. I guess apparently it's hereditary. I fucked up. Mom, you can't go hiding medical problems of our family from. This is important. I don't.
Yeah. His mom really fucked him up too. He's gonna have to go back to Peter Stormare.
They're gonna have to do more therapy. So, anyways, Britta decides to stay with him. So they go back into the house, and he's like, "Hey, can you help me put my butt demon back in my asshole? Is it gonna fit? It'll fit.
Oh yeah, it'll. Don't worry. Trust me. I've been doing this a long time." She's like, "Okay, well, all right. So just, all right, 3, 2. There's a little half-inch left, and we get like a long extended
Just give it a
scene.
Twist. Give it
is
a twist.
Is that him twisting, or is that no? It's him. Oh, he must be a little upset still from me chopping off all his limbs. Yeah. Okay, let's."
Very dry.
Relax a little bit, yeah.
Very dry. And then it hard cuts from her shoving a demon up his ass, which, by the way, I was like, do you think he had to get the puppet fitted for the scene? Like,
yeah, it's like a mold, they do that for people's faces and stuff too.
They must have, right?
Absolutely.
Like that. The first thing I'm doing after I read that script is, okay, I gotta get fitted, right? This isn't, like, how else are we gonna do this scene?
That's the casting call. It's joint audition enema.
Oh, okay.
Auditionema.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. And then it hard cuts from that scene to, I want to talk about family.
Yes.
Yeah. And this is the biggest metaphor for Star Wars I've ever seen.
It's all about family.
Family.
As George Lucas said.
Yeah. We all have our demons we struggle with. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the important thing is that you can talk it out and control those demons. And more things are important than just yourself. Your family's also important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also Britta had that child, I think, because there's like a baby.
Oh yeah, then
party.
they have the baby and his dad is lobotomized there, I guess.
Yeah,
maybe.
I guess, but he's still part of the family.
He's part of the family now.
Yeah, and then it hard cuts to like zooming in, like who's talking the fucking movie into the womb, and it's like, oh no, the baby in the womb also has a butt demon. It's hereditary still. Oh man, so like, I guess depression can run. It is an actual thing. Like it can go from person to person, hereditary like that. And I guess that's the metaphor for it. But why is the butt demon movie the metaphor for male therapy and hereditary medical issues and prostate exam problems? And why is that the metaphor for this film?
Well, men need therapy for their butt demons. This is a thing.
It's about family.
Yeah.
About
family therapy.
This episode was kind of ass. Well, anyway, let's rate the dog. I guess. Dogs? There's 2.
There are 2. There's 3, technically.
Technically?
It's basically the Beethoven, 1 ending where it's like, oh no, they had puppies. Right? That's the ending is, he's...
I worry, though, that once we get to Bad Milo 2 and 3, that the Milo is going to start talking.
Oh,
and they're gonna put peanut butter in its mouth
and make him move around. Yeah,
and then it'll just go to a CG Milo with very racist superpowers, and I'm like, I don't like where that's going.
Yeah, I'm gonna rate this a practical peanut butter out of 10 then for Milo, because it's good that they did that instead of doing the CG one. They did it all practical, like we said.
This was all practical. Yeah,
got the mold of that rubber puppet. I'm glad they did practical for Milo. Milo's a practical puppy.
Yeah, I would rate Milo a should have been a telehealth problem out of 10. Mm-hmm. That telehealth would have solved a lot of issues in this movie, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, having some good... if Peter Stormare had just been in network from the beginning...
that was the real problem.
Would have really solved a lot of issues.
Ralph, I gotta rate Ralph real low. Yeah.
Ralph did not have any teeth left because he was old. So I'm just gonna,
There's that.
He was kind of toothless as a metaphor. And,
the butthole he was in was also a real jerk.
That's
of a dad. I'm gonna have to rate Deadbeat Dad out of 10 for Ralph.
I just didn't need to see that much of Stephen Root. But I'm glad that we did.
I'm glad that they showed all of his asshole.
Yeah,
when they went showed that scene
all the way with it. It
was
very artistic and important.
Baby butt demon. I think it's too early to rate that dog.
Yeah, we don't know if it's. I mean, because on one hand, it could be like you could be looking at the Beethoven puppies, or it could be like a Buddha or a you could have a Butterball situation.
Could be Butterball. What if in the next movie that butt demon comes out? Because they've gone through 10-year, 15-year jump, 20-year jump, whatever. Mm-hmm. Let's say 20. So it's an adult.
Sure.
20-year jump. The butt demon comes out and he's like, I'm not going to be like my dad's butt demon. And it's all rebellious and wears a cool backwards hat.
Jacket. Yeah.
And a leather jacket. And then we get breaking the cycle of butt demons. That could be where the movie goes.
Maybe that's our sequel that we want to do to Milo.
And the movie then, instead of being about prostate exams and therapy,
yes,
is about toxic masculinity. And we can finally tackle that in a way that everybody can ingest and then shit out.
Thanks for listening to our podcast today, everybody. We really appreciate it. If you would like to support us, we actually did spend quite a bit of money on this one. Boyks bought this movie, well, rented it for $4 or whatever.
That's
$5.
a lot of money for, you know.
So yeah, we do really appreciate it. I mean, we've never put any advertising or anything on this. I won't ever do that. I don't think we ever want to do that for pretty much any reason. Like, even as we get bigger, I'd rather just have Patreon support. So it means a lot that you're doing that, because that's kind of how we're able to do this. So we do appreciate it a lot for our Patreons that do that. And we do try and put up some extra features and some things when we can, and do like some early access and everything with it. So you can always check it out there. You can follow us on Blue Sky, where we are Rough Cuts, RUFF, as you can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine that you found us without knowing that, but just in case. And we also have our email, roughcutscast@gmail.com, so you can send in suggestions and stuff for us there. I think that's it.
Yeah. I don't think I learned a lot about Star Wars this episode, though.
No.
Is the thing that's bothering me. But, sorry, you were... Oh, yeah, you don't look so good.
Oh, man. Well, I was really just kind of thinking about, like... So was the Chosen One in Star Wars lore the ass demon of Darth Vader, or was Darth Vader the Chosen One? I guess they're kind of the id, right? Like, so is the Darth Vader the butt demon of the Anakin Skywalker, and he let it take over?
Where does pod racing come in on all this? That's where... We'll have to talk about this. This is all very confusing.
I need Peter Stormare to say it. Now that's pod racing.
Yes.
In therapy with Darth Vader's butt demon. There we go.
Me going to therapy. It's working!
Okay.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Hey, I was watching that. Fuck off. Oh, god damn it. Oh no. The dog likes
My stress
the news.
also wants to just sit and watch the news.
God damn it. The stress loves the news.
Of course the physical manifestation of stress loves the fucking news.